Hello, this is Bill Molyneux with Bill's History and Wargame World, and I have the honor of being at another Walt game, and Kevin and Mike are here too. Kevin, what rules are we playing?
Pony Wars is what we'd be playing today, Bill.
Pony Wars, and 15 millimeter, correct, Walt?
Yep.
All right, and everyone's figures are here, ready to come out.
Spectacular.
And they look fantastic, and the table looks diorama level, museum quality.
There you go.
So we'll do a middle video at lunchtime, and we'll do an ending video. And Mike, would you do the ending video? My wife said your narration in the last video I did was incredible. So
Be happy to.
all right, thank you. So we're gonna get playing now. Thank you, and we'll tie this in with the other two videos.
Do this one, I
Oh,
guess.
that's the easier one.
Five
That's
on
not the
five.
easier one, actually. It's 5 on 5.
So the Settlers in cover. Settlers against Mounted Braves looks like a 17. Is that right?
Settlers. I don't know. Let's see. Settlers. Settlers.
And you rolled a
Foot troops are
89.
civilians versus.
He did not.
This is
Well, we had to break into the game for a moment as Mike drove off this entire horde of natives that were going after the wagons.
I drove them off.
Oh, Kevin drove them off. I am sorry.
The new B troop has arrived.
All right, can you guys tell me really quick how that happened? I got the camera at you, Mike and Kevin.
Sheer dumb luck.
The Indians were fighting against an ammo wagon train, and lo and behold, half of a troop showed up, and the Indians were surprised and decided they didn't want to necessarily flee. They just didn't want to be shot at, so they moved out of range.
Very good.
Sounds reasonable.
But not before firing the building and having killed all the settlers.
All right, well, this was a 1-minute interruption of our game. We are still playing. We are not at halfway point. Ed Joseph, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very fine, sir.
1140.
Okay. All right, well, we are at the noon break time for Pony Wars, and I'm going to go around the table. Walt and Joe, I go, so Walt, what do you think?
I think the Indians are in trouble this game. So far, we got them pinned back, and the troopers are holding their own.
All right, and Joseph, you got in a big fire. Oh my God, you got Goober the Traveling Bear.
Yeah, I know Goober's watching intently here. He just saw that my troop, K Troop, is almost down 50% casualties.
And there's your K Troop on video.
Yeah, they're
and,
looking a little thin there.
So this native group, what happened? I think someone rolled really good.
Yeah, they did. They rolled too good.
So you lost like 6 figures in one volley.
That's right. That's
so
right.
I'm going to move the camera over to the other side of the table and see with Mike and Kevin what they're doing here. So what's happening in this cavern here?
Well,
Not cavern,
that
I
mass
guess.
of Indians is cowering in fear.
They went to
at
high
the moment.
ground.
Yeah.
But again, we got a settlement that's burning.
Yeah.
The ammo wagon has decided to move off.
All right.
Ammo in
So
They're missing a lot of ammo at the moment. The settlers in this corner have decided they're going to obey Captain Palmer. There's a cattle herd that came on, and it's going to go over to where the settlers have decided to leave.
the camel? Oh, cattle.
Cattle.
We have the cattle herd coming in.
It's,
Okay.
Rowdy Yates and Gil Favor over there.
So-
And the drums, which had been beating, have stopped.
So from my previous video of Pony Wars and our half-point break, how are we doing this time as the cavalry compared to last game?
Much better.
Much better.
We're doing much better?
Primarily because the drums started, the drums stopped, and in that interim, not one single Indian reinforcement card came up. So the drums stopped and no Indians came in.
Well, once again, I have to thank Walt for having us here, and we'll do an end video to see how we hold up, and if my unit here, I think I'm Troop B again or something,
Yes,
can
you are.
hold this flank, and Joseph and Goober the Traveling Bear don't get wiped out by these natives. We'll be back in 3 or 4 hours, and I'll tie all these videos together. The winner of this game gets a puppy from my wife. Thank you. Well, everyone, we have completed the end of the game of Pony Wars. Joseph and Walt, what do you have to say about our game?
It's still going on. The Indians are a real tough bunch of guys to wipe out.
So I'm going to come down here. What's going on with this 12-pounder battery and these natives?
Well, they charged, and even though Joe did a lot of damage to them, it didn't shake their resolve. They're in there fighting hatchet and tomahawk. So, and then the British troopers, which are British troopers, the U.S. troopers, which you're running, are holding up very well and whittling down the Indians there.
Wow, this table is just phenomenal, and I'm going to swing over to Kevin. Kevin, what's this figure over here? I can't quite see him with my camera, but he
One
looks,
with the distinctive blue suit and
looks
the white
cool.
hat.
Yes, who is
that's the
that?
Lone Ranger.
That's the Lone Ranger. And
Tonto, his
how did
faithful.
he perform in today's battle?
He was completely ineffectual. He tried to convince the Indians to go home, and they ignored him.
Wow.
But they didn't kill him, so I guess that's a minor victory.
He can try again.
He can try again.
And try to zoom in a little bit on what happened to this wagon train.
It's a former wagon train now. All the settlers were killed, and the wagons are burned.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't get very far.
they came on the wrong place, wrong time.
They came on right into the teeth of a swarm of mounted warriors who did them in pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly. And Mike, my wife thought you did a fantastic job in my last video with the narration. What would you like to talk about? And I'd like you to mention your superior F troop that you painted. I think it's just really neat.
Well, if you want a close-up on them, they're right here. I've got both mounted and dismounted. Now, the reason you don't see all the dismounts is because some of them came on at a separate time, so they're not true F troop, and they're trying to fight against the people putting up the smoke signal.
Now, where is Corporal Agarn?
Corporal Agarn is the only one with a white, mostly white hat.
Okay.
And next to him, a faithful companion, is Sergeant O'Rourke.
Okay, that's very cool.
And up here with the flag, that would be Captain Palmater.
Who?
And next to him is Bugler Duffy.
Joe lost.
Well, that's really neat that you took the time to give them that extra flavor. And
If you get a close-up, I've even got them labeled.
Yeah, you did. You
and for
lost
my
two
younger
troops.
viewers, believe it or not, I've had people who have not even known who Donald Featherstone is. What is F Troop?
F Troop is a Western situational comedian type of TV show. There were 67 episodes. It was filmed in 63 and 64. And ran for 2 years. And it's got a lot of people that went on to do really good stuff. Storch and Forrest Tucker were in it. Larry Storch was actually nominated for an Emmy for his role as comedic support. Didn't get it, but he was nominated for it.
Very cool. Well, anyone else have anything to say before we close out our game? And, you know, oh my God, it's Goober the Traveling Bear. And Goober is a little frustrated with Walt today. Goober discovered Walt has a French old guard bearskin helmet here. Made out of bearskin. So, you know how that works. So I'm going to say thank you. Happy holidays to everyone. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous. And Walt, thank you for inviting me again.
You're very welcome, Bill.
You have an awesome war game room.
Well, thank you.
Happy holidays, Bill.
Thank you, Joseph.
Indeed.
And